Hey guys, Jeff Turner from Predator Precision. I wanted to do a quick video to go over some equipment that we've worked with for communication on stands. So a little backstory on what brought us to doing this review. I normally hunt alone, so communication on a stand has never really been an issue. And then a couple years ago I went to compete in a larger tournament, and there was 3 of us on a team. One of my buddies, Frank, that I hunt with on a somewhat regular basis, communication isn't an issue. Like, we hunt together enough that it wasn't a problem. However, the third person we picked up was a newer hunter, and we had never hunted with him before. So that led me to researching communication devices that's practical to use on a stand for predator hunting. The first thing we came up with was the Walker electronic hearing protection with the two-way communication add-on. These turned out to be excellent hearing protection, and for regular communication they worked pretty good. They have push to talk, where you can reach up on the side and push to talk, or they have voice activation. Now, the downside to why we did not go with this as a solution for tournament hunting and communication was the voice activation takes quite a bit of sound, or you have to talk pretty loud to activate the two-way communication. So it's the same as push to talk. Like, when you talk, it's one line of communication going, and for the voice activation, it takes a good bit of sound to tell this to open up the microphone into transmit mode. It takes enough sound that it's not practical on a stand. We're in Ohio. Our coyotes are fairly well spooked around here. Like, just my zipper on my bibs hitting my tripod will spook a dog at 200 yards. So the amount of voice volume that it takes to trip these up to transmit was entirely too much. The other thing I noticed is I really don't like having both ears covered. Even though it is electronic magnification and you can hear better, you have very little sense of direction. So when you're calling and a coyote fires off, say 3 o'clock to you, the only way to really tell the sense of direction is to physically turn your head and try to interpret through the earpieces. Now, it does have independent earpieces that will tell you you'll get more volume in your right ear than your left ear if it's coming from your right. You almost have to play a little game of sonar to figure out which way that's coming from. So the solution we came up to, now another good thing of these are very affordable. I don't have any prices right off the top of my head. The hearing protection was, I think these only $50, $60. The two-way part was only another $40 or $50. So this whole setup is very affordable. What we came up with was the Ultralights, and this is a different type of system. So this is a one-ear system. As you can see, when you put it on, you only have one ear covered. It'll activate the microphone when you pull the mic down. And this is a full duplex system. So what happens is there is a master unit. This one's marked main. There's a master unit and then slave units. You can have up to 3 slave units hooked into one master. So you can network up to 4 of these together, which is nice. And it's full duplex. So an example of full duplex would be like when you're talking on your cell phone, where you can both talk at the same time and you can both hear everything at the same time. And especially when you start getting multiple people, you get this into a 3 or 4 unit set. Technically, everybody can talk over each other at the same time. You'll hear everything. With it being a one ear unit, you can still hear ambient noise better, and it's very sensitive. So if your buddy you're hunting with out of shape and he's huffing and puffing, you'll hear him mouth breathing into the mic. Like you can as soft as you can whisper, it will come through crystal clear. These also have a really good range, a better range than the walkers. We tested them out to 400 yards, which is the furthest distance. I checked my zero, and they worked great to 400 yards. I don't know how much further they'll go from that. We didn't have a practical application to need to go more than 400 yards, but they were still crystal clear at 400 yards. These are a little more expensive. The set of these, I think, was about $500 for a set of 2. The other thing is battery life. They come with rechargeable batteries. These little batteries, when we've tested them, they last about 5 hours. So if you're going to push through a whole night, like tournament wise, where you're hunting for 9-10 hours straight, I would buy an extra set of batteries. So we got the set that comes with it. I bought an extra set. That should get you about at least 9 hours of constant communication. We don't turn them on and off. We turn them on at the beginning of the night and just let them run all night. So they come with this carrying case. As you can see, they're made by Ear Tech, and the model is the Ultralight HD. I'll try to put a link in the description below. We got them on Amazon, so I'll try to put the Amazon link we used to purchase them below. And again, this was the best solution we could find to stay in communication. Be sure to follow our Facebook page and our YouTube page. We're going to be releasing a lot more product reviews and things that hopefully help, especially newer predator hunters that are getting into this and just have questions. We're going to be reviewing a bunch of equipment and trying to get information out to you guys that kind of helps flatten the learning curve. Thank you.